everyone. Welcome to another episode of Think with Israel. My name is Umi, Mr. Israel. So someone asked, is there a difference between sex and love?
Okay, so personally, I think sex and love are two different things. So love is more of emotions, more of feelings, more of something deeper. Do you understand? In fact, love is the first law. Do you understand? In fact, love is the ultimate thing. But sex, on the other hand, is just a physical activity between two opposite genders. In fact, some same genders actually do it too anyway. Yeah. So now, one of the problems that people have is they think sex will graduate to love, which is always wrong. Do you understand? So the only thing that can graduate to sex is love.
Okay,
do you understand?
Love can graduate to sex.
Do you understand? But sex, in most cases, does not graduate to love. So let me explain. You see, a guy, especially for guys,
Okay.
a lot of ladies think that, okay, when you have sex with this guy, maybe he will start loving you. But it's a very lie. In fact, it's a very big lie.
Okay.
What happens is when you have sex without love, you will start resenting that person. It brings resentment. Do you
But
understand?
not for women. No.
Not for women, because most women have sex with emotions. But on the other side, for guys, to guys, sex is more like exercise.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Do you understand? And that is why you shouldn't confuse love and
sex.
sex. They are two different things.
For women, though, once they have sex with you, there's a very high possibility that they would fall in love with you.
Because women are more emotional beings. Do you understand? So anything they do, they are more kind of intentional about it.
The pleasure too could
Do you understand?
be a disguise.
Do you understand? And that is why when you are in love, you don't just call the act of sex. They call it making love.
Hell!
Do you understand? Because
Mr. Israel.
at that point, you are both having that mutual pleasure. Do you understand? You are both sharing your body, you are sharing the feelings, you are sharing everything at that moment.
So it's like you're trying to it's like you're trying to make your love physical.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is why you say that even when you're in love with somebody, even when you're not in physical contact with that person, you can still get arousal. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You can, in fact, some people do come. Do you understand? By just hearing the voice of that person. And that is why, see, before you start having sex with anybody, make sure you are in love with that person. Do you understand? So that you can feel the bond, you can feel the connection. But when you're just having sex, thinking that you graduate to love, you're on the wrong side, especially for guys.
Okay, but I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Let's say a lady has been having sex with this particular person, or like the both of them have been having sex mutually. So how do you now know if what you're feeling is love and not lust?
Okay, so for you to know that, I always tell people to take a test.
Okay.
Do you understand? Try to move away from that person for a while. Do you understand? Stop having that particular activity, that sex, for a while. If you stop and you're still feeling the same thing, it means that you're in love.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean? Yeah? But if you stop and you realize that, there is nothing here, just know that that is just
Run.
lust. Do you understand? Because sometimes lust would disguise as love.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And if you are not careful,
most times safe.
do you understand? And sometimes you can be infatuated.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You think, you are in love. You are not
it's
in
just
love.
infatuation.
So that is why it is very important that before you start having sex, ensure that you are in love. Spend time together.
Yeah.
So it's not every time you come out this thing. Do you understand? Sometimes just stay together, talk about things. Like check the compatibility first. Do you understand?
Yeah.
From talking, you guys start liking each other. From like, it's not getting to love. And from then, you now start making love.
Yeah,
Stop having sex.
Love is actually a very deep thing. Like
It's a very deep thing.
It goes deeper than most people even think of what it
And
is.
some people are not capable of loving. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Some people are they are in their trauma states.
And do you even know the funny thing about this thing is that another thing that people mistake love for is kindness.
Yes.
There are some people that are naturally kind to everybody. And there are some people that have not experienced kindness before. So when a person that has not experienced kindness before meets somebody that is now kind to them, they would now mistake that kindness now for love.
Yeah. And that is why I tell people, see, when someone says they love you, ask them why.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand?
See, this thing that you just said, most men, they'll be like, I just love you. I can't
See,
give you a reason.
When people cannot give you a reason why they love you, it means that they are not really in love. Because I do say this, there is nothing like unconditional love. People love based on condition. Do you understand?
You want to break people's relationship.
Now, the condition, see, the reason why your mom loves you because you are a daughter.
No, my mommy loved me unconditionally.
It's a lie. Do you understand what I mean?
Of course.
So now, when people start stating the condition, and that is why when you love based on condition, when the conditions are off the board, you can easily leave. Do you understand? And that is why you don't turn blind eyes to so many things.
Okay, but with love, there might be, I feel like what you just said now, I agree with it, but not totally. I believe that there is always a condition as to why you love a person. But I think that's just the beginning stage. When you're meeting someone for the first time, there has to be something that made you love them. But I feel like in the long run, you just find yourself loving this person, even when the condition is no longer attached to it.
So I think where people get that wrong is, when you start loving somebody, you love them based on condition. But at a point, you will get to that stage of acceptance.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when you accept somebody, in fact, even when that person stopped doing that thing that made you love them in the first place, you've accepted that person
for who they are. So now
and
acceptance is not even different from love again.
Do you understand? So when you accept somebody, just
that's just who he is.
That's just the way my wife is. That's just the way my boyfriend is. Well,
that's the way Israel is.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you get to that stage of acceptance, so that is, and the longer you spend, like the more time you spend with that person, the more you accept that person. And that is why you see that some people will accept their partner even when they are abusive. Because they spend too long, like too much time with them.
So
even
like
the abnormal now becomes normal.
So it's so hard for them to detach.
Do you understand? So now you are now attached. You've accepted the fact, fine, this person is just like this one.
So before you even get into a relationship, for you to even understand and navigate your feelings, you have to know the difference between love, lust,
and
sex,
acceptance. Yes, and acceptance.
Kindness, acceptance, compatibility.
But it's not that hard anyway. Like the whole thing will graduate with time. So that's why I tell people that time is the best storyteller. Time reveals everything. Do you understand? And for you to know that this person is actually in love with you, it's over time. Do you understand? Yeah. If you've ever visited the court of divorce before, where people are divorcing, you understand that love is based on condition. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but over time, you will start graduating from one stage to another, from the okay, I like him, to I think I love this guy, and at a point, I think I think it's just like that, and that is acceptance. And when you get to that acceptance stage,
that's the final
for you to
stage.
break out.
Oh my long.
Do you understand? So for me, love and sex are two different things. But along the line, you start enjoying sex when you love the person.
Yeah.
But when I just
but
having
you can
sex,
also enjoy sex even when you don't love the person.
Of course.
But it's just important for you.
But you're not making love.
You're not making. You're
just having sex.
Okay, you're just having sex. Yes.
For pleasure.
Just for pleasure, and it's important for you to know. Like it's not like it's wrong. Well, relatively, some people might say it's not wrong for you to have sex with someone you don't love. It's not necessarily wrong, but you need to know that what you are doing is not love.
At least define that relationship.
Yeah, define it. No.
So that you won't keep hoping that the person will love you.
Yeah.
Because
some people would not, hoping that this person will love you is different from thinking this person loves you. Just because you guys have great sex.
Do you understand?
Sexual compatibility is like the least.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So for me, sex and love are two different things. So you need to be able to differentiate them. Yeah. And making love is actually different from just having sex. Do you understand? So when you love somebody, you graduate from just having sex to actually making love. Because that time, people that says, I've never, some lady will say, okay, over the years, I've never came before while having sex with
orgasm.
It's because you are not making love. See, in fact, you can start coming even before you can start having sex.
I don't think I agree to that too. There are people that are in see.
I said you are not making love. You know I said you are not making love.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe for another topic.
Thank you so much. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.